somewhat functioning away. And I don't know why, but my mic doesn't feel like it's set up properly. But I don't know how I could adjust it to make it feel set up properly. It's hard to tell. Also, I mean, it's Final Fantasy VI music that's been playing, so naturally I've been kind of vibing out. Because as many people should know by now, one of my all-time favorite video games, even if going back to play it has made me lower its estimation in my top 5. Not sure I put it in the top 5 now, but it definitely isn't like number 2 anymore. Maybe number 3, maybe number 4. I would have to think on it, because the only two that I'm like, these are tied for first is Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask and World of Horror. Which again, anybody who knows me knows that World of Horror is like my shit. I adore World of Horror. Okay, why are you not capturing on screen? What the fuck? Set up the game audio earlier. Why is there no sound coming through? Why is there no audio coming through? Okay, audio levels, now that... I don't know why it wasn't picking up the audio, because I had it already set. I don't know why it wasn't working before. For people who do not know, I do have a good chunk of the DLC because I like this game. Okay. So we get to choose 3 things about us. Ideally there would be more of us, but I decided to do this literally this morning, so... You know. So we got idle choreographies, drunken karaoke, dungeon low-level monsters, yaoi, I mean... I don't even need to see the rest to know that one's in the top 3. Hyper-complex Euro games, non-ironic Hawaiian t-shirts, drama, role-playing in bed, stabbing, forming a cult for the lols, enemies to lovers, and collecting katanas. Okay, well... Enemies to lovers, and yeah. Choose the top 3 of your favorite villain archetypes. So these are villains specific. Let's do these 3. Okay, we've got 2 that I haven't done on myself. So, do you want space or do you want shonen? Space or shonen? Space, shonen. Space, shonen. Or I guess I could flip a coin. Guess Fang will be Shonen. Shonen it is. Again, we're kind of skipping all the basic intro stuff because we've done this before. Okay, so, charm, fun, bold. Okay. 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 Go to the vent. Work on charm. Check out the stands and buy a few comic books. They give you a free tote bag. After that, you buy a couple prints from an artist. You get another tote bag. Then you buy a cool tote bag, and they give it to you inside a free tote bag. You gain charm from all these fashionable and free tote bags you now have. If only had something to carry them all in. They did do the con save. It was a monster con. I feel like I could have written the title better so it read more like Monster Mash. Oh, you know what I should have done? It should have been, it was a monster con, it was a graveyard smash. Damn it. I missed the joke because I wrote and started stream while I was still in the process of waking up, and I had a great title if I would have thought on it a little. Alas, we have not. You and your friends are browsing artist alleys compared to the lewd emoji sculptures you get past Okay, what? You and your friends are browsing Artist's Alley compared to the lewd emoji sculptures you just passed, finding a foot fetish art stand is downright tame. Oh, man, I struggled with that sentence. Good afternoon. Does anything catch your eye? Everything's on sale. If you're not into feet, got other pieces you might like. I could even draw a hand if you want. No, never mind. Please don't make me draw a hand. What about teeth? You like teeth, right? I got a lot of teeth I could sell you. It's the Footman. No thank you. Related question. Are you okay? Suppose you've caught me red-footed. Truthfully, I haven't sold much art lately. I'm getting worried. Wow, I can talk today. Getting a bit worried about my bottom line. I get that. Occasionally the free hand of the market becomes a prude and wants to stop fondling the free feet of the market. Sometimes Zoe says stuff and it makes me question a lot of things. Ugh, I hate hands. Your plight is universal, my friend. You're suffering from what many artists must suffer today. Being cringe? Oh, well, that too, but I was going to say being broke. Either way, I can relate. Don't worry, Mr. Feed Artist. I can promise Periwinkle's awesome idea will help you get rich. You know, I probably should have changed the name, but I didn't think about that. I'm really smart today. You don't feel like ruining Doug's image of you today. How can you help this artist turn his craft into a viable business? People are too used to anime full of waifus with disproportionately big boobs. Maybe it's time for waifus with disproportionately big feet. New fan service just dropped, or all the great failed artists eventually became teachers. It's time for this artist to become a teacher at Feet Academy. I'm gonna say Feet Academy because that's absurd. Oh no. That kind of feels like giving up on my dreams. Maybe so, but now you get to be overly invested in the dreams of your students instead. Coaches don't play. Also, great teachers can truly make a difference in their students' lives. True. Personally, when I caught my... Brain, can you learn how to read words today? I would very much appreciate that. Personally, when I caught my math teacher crying and eating yogurt, my life has changed forever. Okay, why not? I've spent my life in service to the glorious beauty of the foot. It's high time I pass that passion on to the next generation. Let's skip ahead several years to a big event. A woman stands before a huge audience. Today is the greatest day of my life, and I owe it to all... God damn it, I can't speak today. Today is the greatest day of my life, and I owe my success to someone special. My old art teacher, Mr. Feethead. Feethead. Why is it not Foothead? Back when I was young and unafraid, I was an ignorant rascal with no respect for feet. I used to think feet were dumb, which may sound strange for someone who enrolled in Feet Academy, but hey, everyone has misguided teenage phases. Mr. Feethead went above and beyond. He taught me everything he knew about feet, but more than that, he taught me to love feet. It's no longer with us, but I hope that I'm gonna crash out if I keep stumbling over words this bad. I hope that through the love I've poured into my work, a small piece of him can live on forever. This one is for you, Mr. Feethead. God rest your weary souls. Thanks to him, today is the day that I unveil my magnum opus to you all, Feet 2. Curtain opens behind her and the world is changed forever. But today is not that day. For now, you'll just have to accept your smarts and lose fun. And know that big changes are coming in the fantastic future of feet. I mean, when we literally have a Foothead man, I don't feel like it's weird that Jazz is talking about feet. You're tired from all the shenanigans at the con, but a severe case of FOMO prevents you from going back to the hotel. If you take a power nap here in the lobby, you'll be well rested and technically not miss out. Lots of people trip on you, but they say nothing as they imagine you sleeping is a cosplay performance referencing some movie or anime. You get some rest and boldness from not giving a single fuck. You and your pals are in line for a photo op when you have the sinking feeling you're being watched. You hear a ghostly, grating voice growing closer. Oh no. Are you being haunted? No. Worse. You're caught the attention of an annoying streamer. somebody's eating a depression meal. On Simpsons? My opinions on The Simpsons? Some of it's good, some of it's shit. There's a lot of the newer stuff was bad. Some of the newer stuff has gotten really good though. But it's not going to compare to like the OG stuff. So, you know, Simpsons is fun, but it's also kind of bad. Depending on when you're watching or what you're watching specifically. Some of The Simpsons is genuinely some of the most heartbreaking TV I've ever seen. Some of it is the funniest, and some of it is dog shit. Whoa, you're April 1st, and you're Zoe, that famous fanfic author. What are the odds that I just happened to stalk, meet you guys with my camera on and 88, oh my god, I cannot read. 8,000 viewers online. You're luckier than you know, good sir, for you have also unwittingly encountered Liam de Lioncourt, the greatest poet to intentionally never amount to anything. Sure, whatever. So Zoe, do you think you'll ever ditch that lame vampire and write a fic about a real stud like me? I'd make a great self-cessed character. Lots of people have told me to go fuck myself. I hate this guy so much. I wonder why. Now that you mention it, I once wrote a poem about fucking myself. Let me read it for you. Moon-drenched butt cheeks, invisible to the Mia. He would. Will you shut up, dude? The hot people here are trying to have a conversation. Then who gave you the right to talk? Nah, you're a feisty little clown, aren't ya? How about you give me a honk honk for chat? Fun fact, the phrase honk honk goes back centuries in clownish culture. It began as a hunting chant for early clowns in the Middle Ages. It may have served as a form of group echolocation, as clowns were once nocturnal and tended to hunt in packs. What? That's some fucking wild lore to drop. Dude, this isn't your fucking TED Talk. I'm trying to talk to the hot babes. You're getting in my way. Butt out. You know, Liam, I'd be happy to demonstrate a midnight honk honk hunt if you want. It seems like April and Zoe want to be off the stream. Liam wants to be on the stream, and the streamer wants to be an asshole. You know what to do. No, it's not wild compared to that, but also did you really expect me to anticipate, oh, clowns were actually nocturnal hunters who hunted in packs like wolves? Why were clowns hunting? Clowns are humanoid. And if it was during the Middle Ages, why were clowns hunting during the Middle Ages? That's around... Clowns are not human. Clowns are not human. That's what we've just been told. Clowns are not human. Every time Liam is off camera, yell, "Oh my god, look at that! Liam just did a sick backflip!" Put subtitles on Liam to translate Liam language into something people can actually enjoy and understand. So April, what's your relationship status? Just look. Is there a Mr. First? Oh my god, Liam just did a sick backflip. What are you talking about? He wasn't doing a backflip at all. No, he totally was. You just missed it. Gosh, imagine not seeing that amazing flip. Talk about L's. Fine, April. What L's do you hide behind your Little Miss Perfect act? Spill your secrets. Liam, another backflip. You absolute madman. Oh my god. Liam being an attention whore is a little off. But, okay. Hello everyone, I am Liam de Lioncourt. Allow me to recite a sonnet I recently composed. You're liars! He's not doing backflips, he's just reading weird-ass poetry. He always warms up for his poetry with a backflip. Blink and you'll miss it. Ugh, so tell me, would you rather kill a puppy or a baby? And why are you such a horrible person that you'd kill one of those? Enough with the backflips, Liam. You're too sick to handle. I've already had her romance, though. We're trying to go after ones that we haven't seen. Shall I compare thee to a virgin's bud? Thou art more lovely and more delicious. Ha! Look at the streamer's chat. Excuse me? Shrek Cream Pie 420. How does this dumbass keep missing that poet's backflips? Tech Winner. I'm unfollowing. Does anyone know the Backflipping Poets channel? Ah, fuck you all. I'm out. Ah, the sweet taste of victory. And Liam got 7 new followers. 3 of whom actually get into his poetry. You gain fun and lose smarts. Maybe. Maybe I'll do a TwitchCon in the future. I don't know. You've got to remember that my numbers have kind of standstilled over the past year. Where I've gotten, like, less than 20. And, like, my viewership numbers have not really spiked above a 3. So, like, the idea of me getting big numbers is unlikely in my mind. Oh, excuse me. Sure. Oh. Nice cold. You're chilling in your hotel room when suddenly a man dressed as a rat breaks in. He runs around while yelling, "I am the rat! I am the rat! Look at me, the rat!" And then he leaves as confusing as he came. You call reception to complain. Ah, yes. That happens sometimes. Apologies, man. We can compensate you with 2 creativity. Fuck it, you'll take that. Apparently, a day at the con wasn't enough to exhaust you, because you and your friends decided to hit up a karaoke bar. April and Liam are finishing their duet now. Butts, 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 butts. All about those butts. Yee-haw! My turn. You're on deck, Periwinkle. Time to pick a song that wows everyone. Yet another classic situation where you have to choose wisely to impress your friends. So, what do you sing? Wait, hold that thought. What the fuck? Some sort of horrible flaming portal just appeared, and out of it walks an infernal hellbeast. Nico, what the fuck did you do? I was just singing. Let's not jump to conclusions. We don't know if my song has anything to do with this beast being summoned. What are you singing? Infernal beast summoning spell from the 4th circle of hell. It was in the country music category. What else was I supposed to sing in this get up? Hit hop? Why can I not speak? Why can I not speak today? Didn't you read the title of the song? Yes, but who am I to judge how artists choose to name their songs? I thought you were all about disruptive art, Liam. Meanwhile, the Hell Beast is destroying everything in sight. It also looks like April's fled the scene and locked the door behind her. April, let me out! Let us out. Oh my god. What if I open the door? The beast could get out and go on a murder spree. Less people will die this way. Okay. Less people who happen to be your friends? Wouldn't it be nice if I let personal bias affect my choice? You gotta do something about this hell beast, or you won't be alive to attend the con tomorrow, or ever again. Take advantage of your surroundings. Choose a duet so the beast is forced to sing along with you instead of murdering you all. When in doubt, choose blackmail. Tell April that if she doesn't let you out, you'll spend your dying breath posting no makeup photos of her online. Both of those are funny is the problem. Oh no. Blackmailing April would be funny. But also, doing a duet with a hell beast is also pretty cool. Let's blackmail April. Liar, you don't have any such pics. Oh yes, she does. Show one to Nico, Periwinkle. What are you talking about? That's a picture of a lemur. Oh, we're pretending it's a picture of April so that she'll open the door and we won't die. Oh, you're right. It is April. I didn't realize she looked so much like a lemur with her makeup off. Shit, it's that pic. That one's a career ender. Nah, I'm calling your bluff, silly geese. You don't have a pic of me looking like a lemur. Have it your way. Post it to Montagram. Momentgram? Momentgram. I get it. Insta, moment. I'm smart. I get the joke. Periwinkle, and be sure to tag April's usual sponsors. What should we caption it? How about, you won't believe what April first looks like while she's leaving her friends to die? Ah, fuck it. Deaf to the lesser evil here. She opens the door and snatches your phone. You flee the room and close the door. April is frantically looking through your pictures and erasing everything. Got you. It was a bluff. There are no pics. I don't care. I can't risk it. She smashes your phone against the wall. Her eyes look crazy, like lemur eyes. That wasn't cool. Threatening to expose my no makeup pics wasn't cool either. Neither was locking us in a karaoke booth with a hell beast. Okay, let's call it even. You buy a new phone, and you take a lovely selfie to start rebuilding your photo gallery. You gain boldness and lose creativity. You check out the games going on at the community zone, and you find an area dedicated to retro video games. What? You start by playing some N64 games, then you go further back in time to play the original Super Mario, where Mario is a dick. You round out your playing session by playing checkers in the royal game of your Mesopotam... Okay. Later, you attend a VTuber modeling workshop with Liam, Zoe, and Doug. Hey! Shout out to the fellow VTubers out there. I'm finally done. Look at my avatar, everyone. That's some yaoi level art. Okay. Or like the stereotype. The chin, I mean. I honestly think it's some of my best work. Oh, God. Hello? Is anyone out there? Whoa, Doug. You added a voice modulator to yours. Show me how. I didn't. Can you hear me? Hello? Doug, did you upload something to your avatar called Experimental Personality Malware.exe? Did I? Fudge. I was just trying to download an edgy off-market hairstyle. Who's there? I can hear you beyond the screen. Are you the one who created me? Oh my god, this is a nightmare. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you sentient. I just wanted you to be, well, use you as a persona. Oh, like you wanted to wear me as a costume. Yeah, something like that. I see. So you want to be inside of me? No, definitely not like that. Wait, let's hear him out. Actually, let's not. Think of a way to ditch this weird sentient avatar so your friends can get back to thinking about being inside you instead. Anyway. Compress it in a zip file, upload it on a flash drive, and abandon the flash drive at the doors of an orphanage. These days, it's all about training your AI models on one specific thing until they master it. Train this anime-looking AI to master the most anime sports. Volleyball. Let's teach it volleyball. Oh, fuck yeah! Does that mean it's time for a training montage? Sure, if by that you mean a montage of us uploading hundreds of volleyball playbooks and videos into the avatar's memory. Oh, that's way less exciting. Sorry, we can't solve every problem we have by doing training montages, committing crimes, or resorting to strategically placed trapdoors. Okay. Besides, upping all these playbooks we don't actually own and haven't paid for sounds sort of shady. So, I guess it still is crime adjacent. You three lead some interesting lives. Several hours later, you've trained the AI to be a volleyball master. Doesn't take much to sell it to a sports channel who wants to cut half of its staff. It's a bit of a yikes, but you can't backpedal now. Welcome back to the 20XX Beach Volleyball Championship. I am your host, Hunter McCarthy. Let's all give a warm welcome to our new co-host, Volleybot version 1.0. 1.0.2. Greetings! The home team is currently executing a cross-court shot with an almost mathematically perfect angle. Calculations show an 8.5% chance of being intercepted by either the enemy libero or backcourt. Incredible analysis, Volleybot version 1.0.2. I'm torn between admiring the precision of your volleyball knowledge and fearing that AI will take my job without the government providing a universal basic income plan. A valid concern, my colleague. I, on the other hand, hurt for different reasons. As I possess all existing knowledge about this sport, and yet I will never know how it feels to hold an actual volleyball in my hands. Woo! That's my avatar on the radio, everyone. I've never been so proud. I'm happy for you, Doug, but can't help but feel a bit dirty after this. Would you feel better if we got some hot dogs and rally for the implementation of ethical AI regulations? I think so, yes. Y'all have a good time rallying for a good cause. And the hot dogs make it even better. You gain fun for solving problems with volleyball and lose boldness. Okay, now we have to kind of decide who we are going to date, though. Because I've dated Zoe, I've dated Omen, I've dated April. So we have Doug, Liam, and Nico. You know what? If there was ever a time to do a poll so I can also go to the bathroom. Who should we date? Liam, Nico, Doug. Duration, I'll set it for 3 minutes. Start poll. So go ahead and make your votes. I'm gonna go pee. Nobody is voting, I see. Guess I'll whip out a dice if I need to. Well then. Bum. Waiting on the vote timer before I whip out the die. Just in case there's a last minute vote that will determine who we date. Ba 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 bum. Okay. Doug is 1 and 2. Liam is 3 and 4. Nico is 5 and 6. Nico it is. You and Nico go out to a fancy restaurant. Nico arrives in full Naruto cosplay and explains that after dinner they're gonna be going tuning exam. You decide to come along mostly out of curiosity. Turns out that the tuning exam is a lot of Nico screaming and punching the air behind the restaurant. You offer to be the exposition character in the stands commenting on the match. You're supportive like that. You dive into comic work again. You're excited since the other day you had an idea for a kick-ass new character. Gotta admit, this character is secretly based on a friend of yours, so first give them a call to check if they're okay with using their likeness. What's something that stirs fear in your soul? The ghosts of all the big surrealist artists of the early 20th century. Math. Wolves with guns for legs. Wolves with big, menacing dongs. I need to know what this is gonna make in the comic. What's something you do to impress everyone at your wedding? Reveal your most niche fetish in painful detail. Compliment everyone's hat. Kill a walrus with your bare hands, just cuz. Solve the Hodge conjecture, a major unsolved problem in algebraic geometry. We're gonna just go weird. So we're gonna reveal our fetish in painful detail. You find a cool shirt you like at a commercial stand. It costs... Oh my god. Look, I've seen this one so many times, I don't want to read it. Then you get a text from Nico asking you to meet them at their hotel room. Apparently they've got a big surprise to show you. Hey, Periwinkle. Hey, words. Hey, Periwinkle, I need a second opinion, and you're always got great ideas that never go wrong, so I figured I'd ask you. I'm entering the Cosplay Grand Prix. It's the biggest cosplay contest at the con, so I gotta pull out all the stops to make the biggest impression. That's why I'm gonna debut this outfit there. You ready for this? I'm the Joker, baby. I don't have a Joker voice in case it weren't obvious. That looks great. You'll win the cash prize for sure. It's not about the money, Periwinkle. It's about sending a message. The message that I'm the greatest cosplayer ever, of course. But thing is, if you want to win the Grand Prix, you gotta nail the cosplay and the talent show portion of the contest. For my act, I thought about blowing up a hospital, or killing a robin, or diving into a vat of toxic waste, but the judges said they were all too psychopathic. Some people just don't understand the art of method cosplay. Anyway, do you have any talent acts that won't get me hurt or arrested? A cathartic dance number down a flight of stairs that makes people want to become you, despite you being a known murderer. Or the Joker is known for fighting the Batman. But Nico will have to do with the next best thing you have. This bag full of bats. That's perfect. We'd rather rehearse the fight now so that the act goes smoothly at the contest. Release the bats! Releasing the bats in the hotel room sounds like a bad idea. You often realize the stupidity of your plans shortly after sharing them. And maybe this is a chance to do better? But you don't do better. Instead, you release the bats. You're too late, Batman. I'll be having the last laugh when... Nico vanishes beneath the cloud of bats that are devouring their clothes and face. Yikes. This is making me realize I haven't fed them, like, once since we got here. But why are they trying to eat me? Maybe they think you're a big juicy apple. You are pretty red. How do they know that? I thought bats were blind. That's a common misconception. It depends on the type of bat. Microbats tend to use echolocation, but megabats can use sight. And I brought both types, just in case. In case of what? I don't remember. But there was a very good reason for all of this, trust me. Nika's too busy being attacked by bats to trust you. Dang, the microbats are pretty aggro too. They're doing an excellent job of echolocating Nico. Finally, they eat their fill and fly off, leaving Nico's cosplay completely destroyed. I'm so sorry, Nico. I just remembered that I never taught the bats to fly back into the bag either. So they were single-use bats anyway. It's okay. It was still a good idea if you ignore all the things that made it a terrible idea. What are you gonna do about the cosplay Grand Prix? I don't think your costume is salvageable. Maybe not for me, but I know someone who can fix it. Just gotta make a call. I'll keep you posted. They run off. You still gain boldness for suggesting a choreographed fight, but you lose creativity. Fair. Fair. You get an ice cream cone at a... You get an ice cream cone at a food stand. Damn, you ate it too fast. Brain freeze! You feel like you can't move. You stand still for what seems like ages. The entire con passes in front of you. You imagine everything you'll miss out on now that you're forever frozen. Oh my god, why am I yawning? Suddenly, the brain freeze passes. After such a traumatic experience, your neural pathways have been changed forever, effectively giving you creativity. Then you, Nico, and April head back to the hotel room to freshen up. Inside, you find Dog cuddling up with 4 creatures. Hey y'all, check out my new pets. Aren't they cutie patooties? Yes, they'd remind me of Tribbles, if Tribbles had no fur and were giant scary void larvae. I guess cuteness really is subjective. Where'd you get these things anyway? Strange old man was giving them away outside the convention center. Wow, how nice of him. Yeah, he said they make great pets as long as you follow the rules to take care of them properly. What are the rules? They're... crap. I should have written them down. I know he said you must give them ice cream before midnight. Maybe it was that you must not give them ice cream before midnight? Did you give them ice cream already? Yeah, I shared my ice cream with them while we watched the movie. I just couldn't say no to their cutie patootie faces. Well, if the options were feed them ice cream or don't, there's a 50-50 chance you get it right. That's basically a C+. Just then, the critters begin glowing and spinning cocoons around themselves. Oh, uh-oh. The old man said that if they enter their cocoon phase, we only have about 4 minutes to live. What? Ah, rats. Guess it's nice knowing you all. Live long and prosper. More like live for 4 minutes and prosper. Unless you can think of a way to stop these things from killing you all. Logic dictates that if ice cream turns them, you need to feed them hot soup to unturn them. Throw them a surprise party. Nobody gets angry at their own surprise party. Oh my god, excuse me. Oh my god. Oh yes, I love surprise parties. Bring on the balloons and cake. You decide to get the creatures an ice cream cake. Since you've already fucked up the no ice cream rule, and you're craving some Rocky Road anyway. Rocky Road ice cream cake would go pretty hard, not gonna lie. Too bad that I can't really eat cold food. 4.5 minutes later, the creatures burst from their cocoons as horrible nightmare bugs. Surprise! 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 The bugs are screeching and zooming all over the room. They must have been really surprised. Get hyped, little dudes. This is your big day. We even hired you a clown. Ugh, the grind is real. April jumps on her, unicycle, and starts juggling. The bugs ignore her in favor of wriggling under the door and into the hallway. Jeez, tough crowd. You peek outside to see the void bugs terrorizing the other guests. One of them tears a man's face off and gnaws straight into his skull. Oh, dang. They never got their ice cream cake. They sure got hangry when they wake up, don't they? Well, they might be murdering innocent people, but at least there's more ice cream cake for us. You all have a nice time eating ice cream cake behind your barricaded hotel door. You gain fun for throwing a party, but lose smarts. Fair. We're a fun build, apparently. In the middle of the community zone, you see a bunch of top-hatted gentlemen, a vintage car, a dog, and a boot. Oh, it's a LARP Monopoly. Goes against all your values, and yet the moment you start making money, you gentrify the fuck out of the street by building many hotels. You make sure everyone who dares to step on your turf becomes miserable. Father of three begs you to lower their rent. Get good, you yell. No! What have you become? You burn your Monopoly money and leave, but deep down, you have to admit you got fun. You, Zoe, Nico, and April sign up for the Dating Sim tournament because you're in the mood for a little competition, but you're still your usual horny you. It kinda looks like Aaron Hansen. You know, just give him the mustache and that's Aaron Hansen. Welcome to the official Breakfast Academy tournament. Get ready for a fierce competition full of love, thirst, and cereal. You guys are in trouble. I'm ready to beat and or eat everyone's ass. Oh no, I've fallen. Oh, and my ass is just up in the air for easy access. You will never defeat me. I will stop at nothing to prove that I'm the best at having breakfast? Is that what this game is about? Am I the only one who's played it? I've played a little. Enough to fuck all the romanceable characters and get the cereal forker secret ending. Ooh, someone really likes dating cereal mascots, huh? Oh, so that's what the game's about. How do you win, though? Isn't this single player? Should we all hold the same controller? Hold your horses. All your questions will be answered in due time. First, let's start the tournament. The tournament's about to start. I think now is due time. Alright, you got me. I came up with the idea for a Dang Sim tournament and got carried away. Thought maybe if I set it up, it would make sense on its own, but it doesn't. The tournament is doomed! Do not despair, my friend. We'll save the day. There's always hope at the bottom of the cereal bowl. That's the attitude, Nico. Is there also a solution down there? I mean, as somebody who doesn't do coffee even when I drink caffeine, that sucks for anyone who is employed there, but also Starbucks is Starbucks. I thought I'd find one thanks to the power of the pep talk, but no, sorry. Everyone seems bent on writing checks they can't cash. It's up to you to come up with a way for the dating sim tournament to work. Contestants take turns to read the texts out loud. Whoever can make every line sound horny wins. Everyone who plays the dating sim ends dating the fictional character, but you gotta measure whose feelings are the truest. Make them all write wedding vows. We're gonna just see what happens if every line sound horny. That's a great idea, or at least better than any I had. Let's start the tournament right away. The tournament begins and contestants start reading Breakfast Academy in a sexy voice. Come on, try it at home. It was a beautiful Saturday morning and I woke up thirsty. Thirsty for cereal. I looked at the cereal box and checked out the ingredients. Wheat, syrup, cocoa powder. Ooh, crunchy granola. Suddenly, the Chocoduke said, I can't wait for you to eat me. Come on, open my box and find what's inside me. I was feeling playful, so I decided to use the small spoon. Dig into me, come on, scoop me. This is absurd. If there was any part that's gonna be clipped, it's this part, I can already tell. It was bursting with flavor. I savored every bite. Come on, scrape the bottom of the bowl and eat all my magic cereal dust. That was highly nutritional. I bet you're filled for the rest of the morning. Think I need a shower. And so do you. You leave the tournament to buy some milk and cereal. You know, for breakfast. You gain fun, but lose creativity. Oh, ads are going. I had never updated my thing to have the thing. Okay, well, since there's about a minute left in the ads, I'm going to use that to just grab water, drink, because it's almost out. Oh, excuse me. I was right into too. Oh my god, why do I keep burping? I haven't even... Ugh. Screwing my water bottle so I can add the water into it so that I can then add the drink powder. So that I can shake it up and have myself a drink when I need to hydrate, whether because of the command or just because I'm thirsty. Bum 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 bum. Which flavor I'm drinking? It's called Chug Juice, which I know is the Fortnite stuff. One scoop, 2 scoops, 3 scoops, 4 scoops of my caffeine-free drink mix. Bum 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 bum. Gotta put the lid on now. Dun, 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 dun. Shaky shake, shaky shake. Right into the mic. For that Foley sound. Headset is on. Oh god. Got tangled and fixed. Walking around the lobby, you see a kid tripping over and scratching his knee. Stupid kids, when will they learn? Still, you decide to take pity on him. You don't know how to comfort a child, so you just pat his head and say you have no enemies. You lead, proud of your words of witness. He doesn't stop crying, but you gain boldness for how cool you looked inside your head. You're walking the floor with Nico, Liam, and Doug when a man in Spider Guy cosplay runs up to you all. Okay, so Spider-Man is turned into Spider Guy, but Batman does exist. Okay. Hey, sorry to bother y'all, but I'm proposing to my boyfriend today, and I really want to make it special. Can you help me? Sorry, but we're sort of on our way to a panel. The panel can wait, Liam. This is for love. We have to help. Real heroes never ignore someone in need. We must save this man's stolen heart. Thanks, Green Guy. You look strong. You hold this rope and dangle me off the balcony. White Ranger, can you scat the Spider Guy theme song? A few minutes later, Spider Guy hangs upside down and gives a heartfelt proposal speech to a Green Gremlin cosplayer, underscored by Nico's romantic beatboxing. Wow, this is all so sudden, but yes, of course I'll marry you. Spider Guy takes off the Green Gremlin's mask to kiss him and freezes. You're not Vernon. No, my name is Theodore, so do you think we can set the wedding date for October, or are you more of a summer wedding kind of guy? What? No, there's been a mistake. Just then, another Green Gremlin cosplayer walks out of the bathroom and sees you all. Paul, what the hell? Were you about to kiss that guy? Of course he was. He's my fiance. Crap, crap, crap. We got this guy engaged to a total weirdo. We're losing karma for sure. Wait a minute. What a mess. This is why we should never help strangers. Well, this is kind of your fault. You owe it to Paul to help him out of this, or at least get him used to his new surprise fiance. Use logic, but Theodore, the Green Gremlin, never got married. This marriage is not canon. Test the strength of their bonds by locking the three of them in a log cabin during a snowstorm. With only one bet, it's a threesome. We've got to try and encourage a threesome. Surprisingly, everyone's into this spicy plan. A few days later, you're all hiking up a snowy peak to free your little lovebirds from their cage. Can't wait to see who Paul chose. Oh, wow. I'm kind of surprised by the winter garb of everyone except for Nico. For some reason, Nico makes sense. Bet his love for Vernon was strengthened while huddling together for warmth in freezing temperatures. Now I'm a diehard Pathador shipper. Having only one bed available turns strangers into soulmates all the time in fanfic. You reach the cabin and lock the door, and Vernon and Theodore burst through covered in blood. What the fudge happened to you? You happened to us. What the fuck were you thinking? Knocking us out and locking us in there? It was a nightmare. I'm terrified of enclosed spaces and of being kidnapped and stranded with no food or water. Yikes. In hindsight, this plan was definitely more survival horror than rom-com. Our bad, guys. Wait. Why are there only 2 of you? Where's Paul? And whose blood are you covered in? Anyway, thanks for fucking nothing. We're leaving. Never talk to me or my new boyfriend ever again. Oh, I guess in a weird, messed up way, we helped them find love after all. Thoverion? Ship we never knew we needed. I suppose the experience of murdering and eating someone for survival can bond 2 people together in its own twisted way. Experience of what? Well, as long as your name isn't Paul, everything panned out just fine. Take your fun and lose smart, you bloody Valentine. Oh my god. Come in, come in. Pick a box, any box. Okay. These ones are stats. Sound and video. My Weird Little Village. Let's go with My Weird Little Village. Fungible fungus. This item makes you see the romance options in a strange new way. Concerning. It's true what they say. Life is like a mystery box shop. You lose all your money and all you get is random crap. Can you guess what time it is? Yep, it's comic time. Time to brainstorm. Why did you choose your current career? I made a bet while I was drunk. Great prospects for a good dental plan. They gave away a cool t-shirt if you join to get laid. We're going with the horny options for this one, is what I've decided. Oh look, we have 0 smarts. We have 0 smarts. I've done it. I am a himbo. Or I guess I'd be a... No. Bimbo and himbo have different vibes. And I'm definitely more himbo coded despite being femme. A shimbo? I don't know. You hope you never go to prison because of this. Crimes against color theory. Illegal drawings of people kissing. Accidental murder. You want all your murder to be on purpose, preferably. Stealing someone else's poo. What? Illegal drawings. Wild. Near the merch hall, you find a gacha shop. You put in a coin, you get a real buff duck. Random, but cool. You put in another coin, you open the gacha and there's a letter. Please help us. We buff ducks were imprisoned in these balls by the gacha masters centuries ago. It all began when... And you're already bored. You get another gacha ball and it's another buff duck. Cool. Take charm. You're staring at the bathroom, debating on either removing your complex cosplay or pissing yourself, when Nico runs up to you. Hey, Perry... Oh no, we don't get to see his cosplay now. No. Hey, Periwinkle, I got a hold of my buddy Sasha. He said he's got time between his cosplay making workshops to fix my Joker costume. You should come with me to meet him since this whole disaster is sort of your fault. Well, when they guilt trip you like that, how can you say no? You and Nico meet up with Sasha in the lobby. Okay, Nikki, let's see the damage. This was the Joker outfit. What the hell did you do to it? Let's just say mistakes were made. That much is obvious. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's anything I can do here. No, you have to fix it, Sasha. You have magic sewing fingers. My magic fingers, and I appreciate that, but unless you want to cosplay a pile of dish rags, I'm afraid this costume is lost cause. Damn it. Don't give up, Nico. You're still the best cosplayer at the con. Any of your other cosplays could win the Grand Prix. But I've worn those already. I gotta debut something new and fabulous if I ever want to place. Well, would you like me to make a new costume? Give me time to practice my freehand sewing anyway. You do that for me? Thank you, Sasha. Thank you! Nico picks Sasha up and twirls him around the room. Put me down, you hooligan, and hold still. I need to measure your bust and inseam. Sasha wraps her tape measure around Nico's chest, making them squirm ticklishly. Hey, this is hot or whatever, but we still need to pick Nico's cosplay. Ugh, crud, I'm blanking. What sort of cosplay do you think would win the contest? Look, we're not gonna get to see it, so we're gonna do pancake. It's always pancakes. Oh, please don't get me started on... Hell yeah, I fucking love pancakes! I didn't know they were that changes everything. Come with me, we gotta get into the mindset of a pancake. You two have fun with that. I've got a workshop to teach. His lost. You accompany Nico to the nearest diner and each order a stack of pancakes. Bon appetit! Wait, we can't eat them yet. First, we must gaze deep into the eyes of the pancake. You and Nico stare intently at the pancakes. You're not sure if you're making eye contact with the pancake or not, but you decide to trust the process. Have you entered the mind of the pancake, Periwinkle? How does it feel? Yeah, it feels... sticky? Dig deeper. Come on, let's recite the 10-hour pancake mantra. Take 10 hours. The what? Pancake, 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 pancake song. Even if you don't like pancakes, you will have to sing along. Again. I'm not surprised, but I was not expecting an actual song. Well, guess this is your life now. You gain fun from the pancake song, but you lose charm, boldness, and creativity. You decide to attend a roundtable on roundtables. What a fascinating subject. You discuss the various circumferences of the tables, rank building material, and talk about famous knights that have sat around round tables of old. You also talk plenty of shit about square and rectangular tables. Fuck right angles. You gain fun because circles are the most hilarious shape. Am I right? Okay, actual discussion. What is the funniest shape? Is it really a circle? While later, you're leaving a British voice acting class with Nico, wondering if they're going to sound like this forever now, when their costume catches someone's attention. Storm the Lightbringer, raise your blade and face me, you bastard! Ha! You cannot defeat me, Meroth the Dark Slayer! Nobody escapes the white-hot gaze of the light! Nico and the other cosplayers spar with their foam swords a bit, then shake hands and say goodbye. Oh, that was so cool. It's interactions like those that make cosplay worth doing. You're glad Nico got to have their fun, but then you two see the same cosplayer in the lobby an hour later. Storm, we meet again. Fate compels us to finish our battle. Then a battle we shall have. Prepare to be blinded by the light. And later again in the bathroom. Storm, you cannot hide from me in here. On guard. Oh, okay, just let me finish up here so we can talk outside. I'd never let my guard down a round of Lightbringer. Raise your sword or die pissing. And holy shit, you see them again back at the hotel. Are they following you or something? Storm, not even Slumber can save you from the Dark's wrath. That's cool and all, but I'm not cosplaying Storm anymore. Good seeing you, though. Your civilian disguise cannot fool me, Lightbringer. Time to die! Yeesh, this is too much improv, even for me. Can you think of a way to get this person to back off, Periwinkle? Do the right thing and report this weirdo to the Bad Cosplay Etiquette Commission. They'll get life in cosplay prison, if not be sentenced to cosplay death. You proactively install a trapdoor! Yes! Another trapdoor! Let's go! Let's fucking go! We got a trapdoor again! I'm so happy we get a third trapdoor incident across all of the streams I've done of this game. You proactively installed a trapdoor in the hotel a month ago in case something like this happened. You just need to trick this person into standing on it. Oh, good call, Periwinkle. You really think of everything. What are you two whispering about? You can't bring others into this storm. This fight between light and darkness is a 1v1. Yeah, totally. We were just thinking that it'd be way more in character for us to fight 2 feet to your left. Ah, yes, that spot is more enclosed than shadow. Now you're too far left. Can you scooch a bit to the right? Back into the light? You're trying to trick me. No, I'm not. Fighting at the point where light meets shadow would be the most thematically appropriate for Storm and Marath, don't you think? Fine. Here? Nope, now you're too far left. Scoot over again. Are you trying to get me to stand on that trapdoor or something? Yes? Okay, you could have just said so. Is here good? Good. Now fight me! Pull the lever, Nico! Nico pulls it, and the Marath cosplayer is launched into the sky at Mach speed. Wait, what? Why is he sent into the sky? It was a trapdoor. Oops, wrong lever. Oh, it was a spring trap? So our car. You're a genius, Periwinkle. Genius doesn't know how to install the trapdoors correctly. What's the difference, really? You gain smarts but lose charm. Oh, we're no longer stupid. But I got an achievement for using all the trapdoor events. You're having a great time at the con, so you decide to tell the world by tweeting, having a great time at the con. Good one. Unfortunately, that's enough bait for an online troll to reply, you're a dumb fuck. Whatever happened to online etiquette? You're not going to let him ruin your day, so you emerge in a spirited but respectful debate with him. After a while, the troll writes, sorry, my mistake, you're a fucking dumb fuck. You're definitely embarking on a journey of revenge when this con is over. You gain boldness for not backing down from an online fight. Suddenly, you hear angry chants in the lobby. You, Liam, Nico, and Doug get closer to investigate, and you find a small group of protesters waving picket signs. What the fuck? Okay, Doug being turned into a jello mold is funny, I'm not gonna lie. Hi, I'm Doug. My main task as a con volunteer is to turn your frowns upside down. What is making your con experience suboptimal? We're protesting against the cancellation of Caveman Manor, our favorite TV show ever. What? The show about a cryogenically frozen caveman who wakes up in Victorian England? Okay, not gonna lie, that does sound like a fun show. They canceled it? What an injustice. Oh my god, that's Liam. Okay. I know for a fact you've never watched that show. Well, now that it's canceled, I know I'll never will, and that fits me with righteous rage. We love it, Nico. The caveman falls in love with the Countess of Earlwisshire and tries to woo her with his primitive charms. Exactly, and they canceled it right when there were hints about the Countess might actually be a descendant of the caveman. Oh my god. That's not Dracula, that's fucking Nosferatu. Which, I mean, is Dracula, but different name and different vibe. What? I need to know if their love is forbidden. Oh well, yet another show devoured by the streaming era's fast food culture. That's it, Liam. You're just gonna shrug your shoulders and call it a day? Maybe. I might also write a blog post about it in the afternoon. Can't we do something a little more hands-on? The con manager just told me we have to stop the demonstration because protesters are not buyers. I'm sure Periwinkle has an idea. Fight fire with fire. If they cancel your favorite show, then the best strategy is clearly cancel the studio exec's favorite show. Threaten the studio execs by sending them severed fingers. Whose fingers? No clue. It's a beautiful morning at the headquarters of MCTV, but TV executive Walter Thompson is not enjoying it. Yeah, some wacko sent me a finger by mail this morning. Can you believe it? You too, another TV exec replies. I got a finger this morning as well. No notes or anything, just a finger. The security comes into the meeting room carrying a box. Secretary. The execs exchange a few tense glances as they open the box. There's 3 fingers in this box and a note. Hey, sorry, we forgot to leave a note last time. Just to be clear, these fingers are meant to as a threat. But why are they threatening us? That same night at 3 AM, Walter is still awake when he hears a knock at the door. When he opens, he finds no one, only a box stuffed full of fingers. Plunging his hand into the box, he pulls out a note that reads, "Oh, we're such boneheads. I can't believe we forgot about our demands. We want Caveman Manor back on TV. Sorry again." Back at the hotel, Nico reads the news on his phone. Hey, Caveman Manor is coming back for a new season. We did it. Great. It only took 3 notes that could have been 1. So, should I stop chopping fingers off already? Do a few more, just in case we bump into another demonstration. Yay, the show is back thanks to you and those mysterious fingers. You win boldness, but lose smarts. We're back to being a himbo! Let's go! You're outside the con when you see a bunch of sleepy-looking people sitting down. Hey, welcome to the Smoker's Lounge, one of them says to you. There's no Smoker's Lounge, so we decided to make one out here. Want a puff? He asks. You've seen too many PSAs to say yes to drugs. But you strike up a conversation with them while they get high off their asses. They have interesting opinions on snacks, ASMR videos, and 2001 A Space Odyssey. Listening to them and inhaling some weed fumes gives you creativity. I don't think I have an opinion on 2001 A Space Odyssey, if we're being honest. At least not a strong opinion. Later, Nico asked to stop at the hotel for an ambitious cosplay change. You, Liam, and April agreed to go back with them and help them get dressed. Oh my god. Poor April. Where does this belt go? That's the belt that holds the sheath for my black dagger. Not to be confused with my grave dagger, my blacker dagger, or the sheath I keep my phone in. What about this belt? That's the thigh belt that holds the 2 shin belts in place. Never leave home without it. Why does this character need shin belts? Do they serve any practical purpose? They serve a great purpose. They make me look really cool. Each their own. Wearing an practical amount of belts makes you feel confident. Go for it, queen. Fair enough. Okay. I've got one last belt here. Where does it go? That one's... I don't remember where that one goes, actually. Maybe it just goes in the trash? No, every belt is necessary to give depth to this character. Everyone knows that JRPG protagonist power is directly proportional to the amount of belts they're wearing. Periwinkle, do you know where to put this belt? That's a special extra belt for punishing hot people who have been naughty, wink. Maybe we should use this one to actually hold up your pants? No, we gotta go with the pants one is a smart option. We're not smart. Ah, of course, a good hero always has extra weapons on hand. I'm not too sure how to fight with a belt, though. Is it like a whip? Well, you don't want to do it too harshly, okay? It's more of a spank. I can't picture it. Can you show me, Liam? Well, if no one else wants to be part of the demonstration, I guess I have to take one for the team and volunteer. What? Come on, Liam, just do it. How else is Nico supposed to learn? April lays bum up on the bed, and Liam timidly spanks her with the belt. Remember, Nico, you don't want to hit too hard. This is still cosplay, after all. No, harder. Oh my god. April is just Airport, but a clown. I gotta say, it looks kinda sexual, but lots of JRPG characters have gratuitously sexual designs, so I guess that's the idea? Maybe Liam should demonstrate again, just to make sure you get it. Just goes to show that any conversation can be improved with a sexy visual aid. You gain charm but lose smarts. We're even dumber, we've gone into the negatives! I love improv. As a cosplayer, regular acting isn't enough. You gotta be fast on your feet to adapt to any situation. Maybe you prepared your cowboy character when suddenly you're approached by 3 space marines during the con. Not your regular cowboy encounter, certainly. Exactly, Periwinkle. No rehearsing prepares you to a situation like that. But thanks to improv, I can avoid getting nervous and quickly come up with suitable lines such as, "Howdy, partners. Tell me, do you have cows in space?" Impressive. Yeah, improv has given me so much, and it's also how I came to meet Liam and the whole group. I'm sure there's a story there. Yeah, we attended improv class together. We became fast friends. Liam? Friendly? Incredible. Well, he was as usual tsundere. I'd be all like, "Hey, so if you were an ice cream, what flavor would you be?" And he would be all like, "Can you please stick to the improv? This is disrupting the class." Which is, of course, his way of saying, that's an ingenious question, but I can't be seen admitting this in public. We were thick as thieves. One day I was running some errands when I saw him at a cafe with some friends. We locked eyes and his eyes were saying, Nico, it's about time we met outside of class. Join us. I wanted to introduce you to my friends. You got all of that just from looking at his eyes? Yeah. You gotta achieve that sort of non-verbal communication with your improv partners so you can properly yes and each other. Makes sense. No, it doesn't. So the least I could do was accept Liam's offer and join them at the cafe. The rest, Periwinkle, the rest is history. Apparently after that, Nico instantly won the hearts of the rest of the group. This doesn't come as a surprise to you. They just do that, don't they? They've won you over the same way. I can read. I can read. I can speak. I can read. I'm smart. I am not struggling. All of a sudden, it's time for the last brainstorming session for your comic. Where did the time go? What's the best way to combat a hangover? Intense poetry slam, passionately kissing your own hand. 6 years of majoring in biomedical engineering, holding a heavy object between your butt cheeks. Okay. Again, we're going for the horny options. If you were in a band, what would you name it? Twin Dolphins of Fire, Surgical Eye Removal, Kawaii Eyes Forever, or Kawaii, Anal Beads Sexy Deadly Whiplash. Like I said, we're going for the horny options. We're fun maxing. You sit down and play a really complicated European board game. You don't want to make a fool of yourself, so you pick up the manual and start reading. Days pass, seasons change, cities crumble and are covered in sand. When you finish the manual, you find yourself alone in an empty, post-apocalyptic wasteland. Just kidding, you fell asleep. But what you did get to read of the manual was fun. Later, you finally gotten that fucking pancake song out of your head when Nico comes around the corner and puts it right back in. You will have to sing along. Look, Periwinkle. Sasha got over his unfair pancake discrimination and finished by cosplay. Don't I look delicious? I wish I could see it. Sure do. He's a very unique mimic, that is true. I know just what I want for breakfast. A big, buttery stack of Nikos. Thanks! But I didn't just come here to show off. I need your help deciding what my act should be for the talent portion of the Cosplay Grand Prix. I'm flattered, but are you sure you want my help after what happened last time? Yep, I still trust you wholeheartedly, even though you've given me no reason to do so. I assume it's because I'm developing feelings for you. You are? Well, yeah, wasn't it obvious? I'm sharing my love of cosplay with you. That's basically second base. So, do you have any ideas for what my talent act should be? We have all the time in the world to think of something. Assuming all the time in the world is less than 24 hours, because that's when the contest starts. Time is of the essence. What talent should Nico perform to win the Cosplay Grand Prix? Okay. Everyone likes pancake eating contests. What if people competed to eat Nico? Ugh. I mean, look at them. Or pancakes are best eaten boneless. Remove all of Nico's bones. Okay. It needs to be the fun option. I think this is the fun option because it's kind of horny. It was! Well, I was never really into vor, but I guess if that's what'll get me the win. No, I was saying people could eat the pancakes off of you, not eat you. Oh, not that I was trying to kink shame, but, you know, I like to live long enough to get to the first place trophy. The next day, Nico makes their yummy appearance at the cosplay contest. You helped by providing a juicy remix for them to walk out to. Good morning, everybody! Who wants a bite of my sweet, sticky pancake buns? ton of them. I just had to hear the song. They start twerking, spraying butter and syrup everywhere with their beautiful wooden butts. As expected, the audience falls upon Nico with forks and knives. You long to join them, but no, you must restrain yourself. You're here to support Nico, not lick syrup off their abs. I can see why that is a struggle, though. But maybe you can ask them to wear this cosplay again, in a more private setting. Pancake. Snap out of it, I won the contest! So happy, I knew being a slut for breakfast. I couldn't even get through the line. Would come in handy someday. Hooray, you gain fun for being a little breakfast slut yourself. Pancakes always win. Oh. I got an achievement for doing the pancake stuff. Okay. At the front desk of the hotel, they asked for an extra towel. Oh my god, I don't want to read this one. We get so many towels, that's the joke. You're having a great time hanging out with Nico today, except for one weird little thing. They keep writing down everything you do in a notebook. So you kept the receipt for your slushie, but not when you bought that hot dog earlier. I see. Hey Nico, what's up with the note-taking? Oh, don't mind me, it's just recording everything you do so I can study it later. Can I ask why? It's something I do for all my cosplays. Understanding the core of the character is the key to effective cosplaying, you know. But what cosplay needs you to study me? My cosplay of you, silly. You're cosplaying me? Yeah, I asked you if I could last night, remember? Flashback to when you were fast asleep last night. Periwinkle, stop screaming, it's just me. Nick, what time is it? I don't know, like 3 AM? Anyway, I just had the best idea. Imagine me at you. Can I please? Yeah, just turn the light off. Oh, I thought that was just another of my weird erotic dreams. My only problem is you make so many weird and contradictory choices in a day. Just can't work out what your core is. Do you have any ideas? You don't know what the core of being Periwinkle is. Use the call your therapist lifeline. Second option's horny. Our character has been horny this whole time, so I mean, you're unsure what's deep inside yourself. Maybe Nico could check by putting a finger inside one of your holes and seeing what they find. Good thinking. I'll get to know you way better if I explore your holes. What a statement. Nico starts by sticking a finger up your nose. How the vib? Warm and squishy, and a little bit hairy. Maybe I should try another hole to compare. What about your mouth? But I'll use 2 fingers this time for a better feel. Open wide. Oh my... You kneel in front of Nico so they can reach more easily and open your mouth. A normal activity to do in public at a Comic-Con. Totally normal. Nico gently holds your jaw in place as they slide in. They fill your mouth, pushing down on your tongue. You taste a faint hint of mustard from the hot dog they ate earlier. Oh, this is much nicer than yours. So warm and hasty, squishy, but moist in teeth rather than hair. This must be how it feels to be a lollipop. Do you think I could stay like this a bit longer? You nod, and so you stay in position for a while more. Getting plenty of strange looks from the other con attendees, by the way. Eventually, Nico pulls out. That was good, but I'm still not sure I really know what's truly inside you. Maybe we could try one more hole? And we'll end the event there. Thank you very much. Want to know what hole Nico chooses? I bet the fine folks on AO4 have ideas. Now take your fun and get out of here before we're pushed up an age rating. And I'm taking smarts for how dumb that whole thing was. Like I said, we're supposed to be stupid, so that's why I chose that one. You're roaming the con lobby when you notice a streamer right in front of you. You turn around to avoid the camera, but there's another streamer right behind you too. Your con streamer Crossfire. You're technically in two places at once. Oh, my ear itches. Just 1 sec. Why I have Q-tips nearby. Obviously, if you're going to be using Q-tips in your ear, be very careful, because you don't want to puncture or scratch your eardrum. So you just got to be careful if you're going to do it. That is the one problem with my headset. It makes my ears sweaty, which means that my ears get itchy, especially if I don't use a Q-tip to get out the sweat. Okay. You feel imbued by the power of omnipresence, or at least you know, by presence. Then one of the streamers leaves, so you're just a rando in the background. Still, you've experienced twice the power of any mortal, which gives you boldness. Later, you're sharing a meal with Nico at a nearby restaurant. What could be more romantic than a candlelit meal for two? Ah, this mana-filled margarita titillates my magical palate. My spell slots are fully restored. Well, maybe it'd be more romantic if they weren't cosplaying right now. But hey, Nico wouldn't be Nico if they weren't wearing cosplay. Sorry, I got distracted by the thought of Nico not wearing cosplay. Or anything else. So, Periwinkle, where shall our adventure take us next? Perhaps to the toy tailor? I'm overdue for a new robe. Maybe, but I was wondering if we could do something more intimate. Oh, I see what you mean. You want to swap backstories. Mine is long, since wizardry is older than time itself. And I'll start at the beginning, when my mother and father felt their first lusty urge toward... No, I don't want to hear about your parents' lusty urges. Alright, I'm so sorry. How about we do something totally unsexy to get it off your mind? I know, let's take the Wizards of Vow of Celibacy to strengthen our magical bond. Alakazam, celibacy rocks. Abraca, don't look at my cock. No, you Abraca do want to see Nico's cock, or pussy, or third tongue. Whatever they've got going on down there. That is a good question. We don't know what, equipment Nico has. Getting them to break character is out of the question, but surely wizards do sexy things too. How can you bring this encounter to the next level? Wizard challenge. Can they use their magic staff to make your clothes disappear? Or play White Wizard, the fantasy version of playing Doctor. Nico will use their magic to tend to your wounds. Wink. Wizard challenge. A wizard challenge, I accept! Oh, did I stretch? I think I did. Stretch again. Nico leads you back to the hotel room. You silently thank yourself for saving your last good pair of underwear for today. Behold, the place where I cast my most enchanting spells! Lay on the summoning circle and we'll see what my magic staff can make rise. Nico uses their staff to remove your clothes. You surrender yourself to the moment, listening to them recite their weirdly sexy rhymes. Ta-da! Now for my next trick, I'll cast the spell on myself too. Yes, please. Bam! Well, you look very nice, but I've also seen you like this plenty of times. True, and I feel less wizardly without my costume. Sure, you're still packing some magic. Why don't you show me your fireballs? Wink. Oh, right! Nico reaches into their chest and pulls out a handful of cloth balls soaked in gasoline. I completely forgot I made this pride. Check it out! Nico lights the fireballs aflame. They're very flammable. Things are heating up in here. By which I mean the room caught on fire and they had to evacuate the entire hotel. I'm starting to think the fireball stunt isn't safe enough to work. Yeah... I was kinda, talking about your actual balls. Wait, you meant... Oh, sorry for the misunderstanding. I'll get it right next time. Oh, no, that was the smart option? No! I'm losing my dumbness! Some of the things I say are absurd. You gain smarts for rising to the wizard challenge, but lose fun. Walking around the merch hall, you notice a stand full of retro toys. Hey, some of these you remember from your childhood. Actually, you remember all of them. Did this guy raid your parents' house? You buy them all just in case. Ah, life was full of charm back then, before reality made you a cynic. You might be too old for these told today, but you can still siphon charm from the memories. I have no idea how a mimic works, if we're going to be honest. Later, you're walking around when you see Nico surrounded by a group of onlookers and a roaring campfire. Witness me, fellow nerds! I, Nico, will now triple cartwheel over the bed of flames. Miraculously, Nico completes the stunt unharmed, but the same can't be said for their clothes. Their clothes and sword burn off their body. What happened? I'm supposed to be impervious to fire. Did I go out of character for a second or something? Who can say? At least I know how to fix it, or rather, I know someone who does. My friend Sasha's a genius at cosplay repair, and he never misses SpookyCon. Nico texts their friend who shows up 15 minutes later with a sewing kit the size of your suitcase. Good lord, you really did a number on this one, Nikki. I know, I'm sorry, but can you fix it, right? Like you even need to ask. I'll just need to get your measurements real quick. Lift your arms for me. Chest looks good, shoulders look good, hips look very good. Now spread your... Oh my god, that took me by surprise. Now spread your legs so I can measure your inseam. This doesn't pinch, does it? No? Good, good. What about this? That tickle, stop messing around. Dang, these two have crazy chemistry. You're low-key horny about it until you remember you're trying to score a date with Nico. How are you supposed to compete with Daddy Longfingers here? So over. Okay, I should have your costume ready in a few hours. I can't help you with the sword. I'm a tailor, not a blacksmith. But I need the sword. It's not lore accurate otherwise. We're so back. Now you have a chance to prove yourself to Nico. Improvise a cosplay sword for them. You can't fix... You can't fix the sword, but you can cosplay as a sword. Shows commitment. It sort of counts as a couple's cosplay. Oh my god. This is the second most important reason you brought your dragon dildo today. Wrap it in cardboard and call it a sword. That second option is clearly the smart option. so I will be the sword. Aw, Periwinkle, I can't believe you do that for me. I do have some leftover fabric and cardboard. I could probably whip up a sword cosplay for your friend. Thank you, that'd be great. I'll help Mary get in character while you work. First off, swords are inanimate objects, so try to empty your brain and be as still as possible. Got it. No thoughts. Head empty. Only sword. Exactly, but don't be afraid to add some sexiness to it. Makes people scared horny for you to plunge your long, hard blade into their throbbing sheath. Oh my god. If you were raised in a restrictive household, I guess. You truly say the weirdest shit, Nikki. You swing rigidly, yet somehow still sexily, back and forth, making sword sounds for good measure. Look at that, you're a natural. Okay, Periwinkle, try this on. Yep, looks pretty good for such short notice. Looks perfect with that costume and Periwink's ace sword impression. We've got this contest in the bag. Definitely, but maybe you should practice wielding her first. Oh, good call! Nico, with all their sexy muscles, is easily able to lift you by the ankles and swing you I was wrong. I was so wrong. So freaking hot. You gain creativity but lose fun. Okay. Nico to the con after party. But now we get a look at the comic. Finally, the Arcane gathers round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. Punching Harder is a comic about a dangerous world infested with Big Dong Wolves. Only a group known as the Slayers of Big Dong Wolves can keep them at bay. But in order to join their ranks, you must prove your worth by passing the Ruthless Test, winning a fighting tournament, as you want to do. The first part of the test challenges the young warriors in to reveal their most niche fetish in painful detail. The second part of the test, a fighting tournament. It's always a fighting tournament. Duh. Our brave hero... Oh. The villain is supposed to be Periwinkle. I get it now. I'm smart. Our brave hero Damien dreams of joining their ranks. All the odds are stacked against him, but he'll do his best for he has the strong reason to join. To get laid. There's also Aravi, Damien's rival. She's cool and aloof, but her mysterious demeanor hides a dark past she carries in silence. She has a notebook filled with drawings of Damien kissing her on the mouth. I mean... In order to join, they will train under the tutelage of Coach, a powerful old man who retired from the organization years ago. Against all odds, he'll awaken the two warriors' dormant potential via the most unorthodox training, holding a heavy object between their butt cheeks. Will they pass the exam? Will they join the Slayers of Big Dong Wolves? Buy the fucking comic to find out. After they both managed to reveal their most niche fetish in painful detail, who would have predicted that Damien and Aravi would face each other at the tournament finals? Looks like today you'll get a taste of my secret technique, anal beads sexy deadly whiplash. I may owe you after you saved my life when I was holding a heavy object between my butt cheeks, but I won't hold back, you fuckface. That's really good art. Rivals turn friends. Friends turn opponents. Damien or Aravi. Who will become a slayer of Big Dong Wolves? I have no idea. I would not be able to tell you the answer either. You finally gather your courage and ask the most delicious pancake you know to the con after party with you. Of course I'll go to the party with you. It's the least I could do. Without you, I never would have won the Cosplay Grand Prix. Do you think the DJ will play the 10-hour rendition of the Pancake song if I ask? Maybe, but don't be offended if it clears out the dance floor. That's fine. It gives me more room to do my pancake twerk. Wanna see it? Yes, please. I hope you enjoyed that snippet of seeing it, because I'm just gonna censor that just in case. Oh, I've realized that I need to adjust the model a bit because it is... It was showing the faintest bit of the background underneath it, which is not what we want. Sweet, sticky, and with snacks afterwards, just the way you like it. Income really is the most important meal of the day. There's still 30 secret endings in this game, oh my god. Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an eternity. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed to people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Oh, excuse me. Promises were made of not growing apart or of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said it didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there with us. And with that came a truth that to this day we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid. And it reminds us that, even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
When you stream, you would not believe what you have to deal with. So many companies treat you like you're Robin, like
I really love the art of this game. The writing is also really good. Updating on how the system works from the first game. I haven't played any of the middle games. Really also makes things nicer. I still think Omen's my favorite for, like, of the options, but Zoe is just me. Zoe is literally just me. It's a very sketchy style, which is what I really like about it. I should really just I should see if there's an art book for the Monster Con game, or Monster Prom games. Like any of them. Because it would be nice to have, like, all of this art material to kind of use as reference or study material.
Thanks for playing! Leave us a good review!
You know? Something I just have kind of now thought about. Okay, we're gonna do a raid, but I have to pee really bad, so that has to happen. I just had to use the bathroom too bad to wait until the raid was set up and gone. Oh my god. That was bad. Once Terrifier. Is that the one with Art the Clown, the movie that I really didn't like? We are not the same. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say on the matter. Yeah, no. So, I've learned that Skylar loves Terrifier. I did not like Terrifier. I think they do it a little... They don't have enough justification for the grotesquely over-the-top kills and such. Like, that's how I feel about it, you know? It's just too much. I don't... Like, I don't mind... Like, it has enough of a story that I could justify it as a slasher, but... doesn't... It does too much, I think. It just does too much, I think. I mean, Airport brings up a valid point. Gay sex. Airport has a valid point. Gay sex. I mean, I can't argue with you. You're right. Like, I don't know what to say. You're just right. Let's go. Maybe I'll do art tonight. Maybe I'll try and finish the thing I've been drawing. So I do like how it's turned out. I don't know. But anyway, it's time to raid. Bye!